cooling off for a night or two in the desert, depending on the piste quality, how wet it is in the lakes. Sometimes it can get a bit soggy. We will stay out in the desert tonight, perhaps head towards Mohammed in the morning, then up Zagora way, and back along the piste towards Funchigud again. So it could be 2 days or up to 3 days. Here's Helen calling. We've been getting bread, water, some supplies to keep us going for a day or two.
Straight out the oven.
There you go. 4 loaves straight out the oven. Smells amazing.
Ouch.
Here's Helen going to tell you what our adventure's going to be.
Yeah. For the adventure. Aye, just heading down the piste now. Just went and put my 4 bread. Straight up that wee man there. Straight out the right stuff.
Yep.
Oh, it smells good.
It does smell incredible. I was just waving goodbye to the shopkeeper there. We'll find those. You'll find most Moroccans are really friendly and accommodating and have much more patience with people than we have back home. We're an impatient lot. Been driving about half an hour, and we've come across about 10 people already. Kids trying to stop you. We're just a few miles outside town, and I could see some more people up in front. So there's more people out in these areas than you first imagined. A little bit bumpy. Odd river crossing, which we're about to do now. Nothing really challenging, hopefully. We're basically well defined. We're a little past the river, just down there. Funchigud to Mohammed Piste, and we're just about to go on some soft sand, but not too much. It gets a bit squirmy, but apart from that it's all good. Keep it moving. Like that. It's like driving on mud. Good fun, but just look at the scenery. See that? Little fort or something up there. It looks like it might be a checkpoint. We're quite close to the Algerian border here, and the Moroccans are quite, iffy with their next door neighbours. So we may get checked, may not. I'm here in Lake Eriki. I've known about this place for the best part of 15 years. Always wanted to visit it, and I'm here at last, right out in the desert. Point of fact, although it's desert, this is actually a dry lake bed. And apparently it's been a long time since it was wet, flooded, but it can get kind of damp and soggy, but today it's dusty. And we're heading over here, due east to the Mohammed, or towards that. We may camp out here in the open. So it's back to the car and press on. time Helen's driven a car for God knows how many years. I think she's actually wrecking it, but she looked fairly happy as she passed there. So how you doing?
That was as far as I'm going to go.
She's had enough. Is it in neutral? Handbrake on?
Huh?
Handbrake on?
Handbrake on.
She's not forgotten, eh?
No. Comes back, but still a bit early.
It's a big old bus, eh?
Right, fine. I can hardly see her retire. I don't see this wee bit here.
I think you'll be safe enough.
There's no many folks that could crash into.
It's the only kind of road Helen will drive on is middle of Lake Ricky. That you?
That's it.
Right, we'll swap positions now. Just wanted to get some footage of the Land Rover going past. It's no easy to drive and film at the same time.
Beautiful here to the way.
Incredible. I'll do a 360. You can see it's pretty desolate here. So it's a desert landscape. This is the Jebel Bani Mountains here, I think. So it's always a constant waypoint. It's a landmark you can follow, so you can get easily find yourself if you get lost simply by orientating towards those mountains. So we're away, back on our merry way. So we'll stop for a little bit of lunch, and we're right here next to a little bit of sand dune here, some rocky outcrop, and we are slap bang in the middle of Lake Hiriki. You can see those sand dunes way in the distance there. They're quite deceiving. It will not be actual sand dunes, it's rocky outcrops covered with sand. You get a good impression of how desolate and open this place is here. And but having said that, there's a fair amount of traffic goes across here on a daily basis, so if you were truly stuck, our help is at hand. And just as I said before, as a visual reference, always the mountain range here. If you're heading east, you keep it on your left, and vice versa. So it's a good reference point. You can get yourself a little bit confused because in the distance here there's a different range of mountains, but they're way in the distance. It must be 15 miles to those ones, and God knows how far to the next set. It's a long way out. So Helen is preparing some lunch for us, and it's nice and hot. It's really hot. The wind's dropped away to virtually nothing here. It's beautiful warm, so we're going to sit down in those two seats there and have ourselves some lunch. And there's Helen busying herself in there. We've had the stuff flying about in the back of that, going over all these bumps. My sleeping bag and my computer was lying on the floor. They're all well wrapped, so it's all good. So we'll have a bit of lunch, Hel?
Aye.
And chill out here for an hour or so, or half an hour, however long we want, and then head on further east. Hopefully we can make it to Chicago and see the sand dunes there before we pitch up somewhere for the night. I mean, even in a place like this would be ideal. We're only about a quarter of a mile off the road. It's not a road, it's a piste, a track. And at night time you won't get anybody disturbing you here. So I'm going to have a little scout about. A 360 pan up in the little hillock next to our camp. And you see there's nobody here, just us. And there's the camper van out in the desert there, and I'm pretty sure I can see way in the distance the big sand dunes at Chicago, and that's probably where we're going to head. We've been there before. We were there 6 years ago, but we didn't do the piste. We were on a motorhome then. The full reason for getting the Land Rover was to do this stuff, and hopefully it works out good. But what an experience to be here after many years wanting it. And there's a vehicle coming across the desert there in the piste. there's tracks all over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. It's a small dot just below the horizon, working his way over the lake. It's a dry lake, obviously. They say it doesn't fill up with water anymore, but we could see some of the tracks looked like they had been mud recently. You know, there's some trucks that looked like a big truck track and they'd sunk in, but not you know, drastically so. They weren't stuck by the looks of it. You'll see on the desert floor here loads of tracks going everywhere. I've kind of lost my waypoint for the Piste. It's over there somewhere, so if I head generally in that direction, because it's such a flat and easy drive, it's quite soft sand, but not too soft for the car, which is always a worry. It's a big old beast, you know. It's probably sitting about 3 tons, so you can't push it out of the sand. I've got sand ladders. I can lower my tyres down. I have a compressor to re-inflate them. So if it comes to that, if I think it's going to, you know, start looking a bit dodgy, I'll sort of half the pressures in there, and that should get us through. But it's having no problems here. Now I was sinking and walking on this, but the truck sailing over it. The tyres aren't ideal for sand. You know, they're quite aggressively patterned, the tread pattern, which doesn't go good in sand. You want less aggressive so it doesn't sink in. These are designed for sort of mud use back home in Scotland, you know. But doing fine. I'm going to go back, grab some lunch, and see how we go. There we go, back to the van. After letting our tyre pressures down, we coped with the sand quite easily. We followed this German couple a few miles down the piste until they decided to turn off. It looked like they were engaged in their centre diff lock, but we pressed on, didn't think it was needed, and so it turned out.
buckle.
That's a bumpy old bastard, eh?
That was a big hit, but we survived. Because of the light conditions, it wasn't easy to see the bumps as they approached. But all in all, it was fairly easy. The piste conditions were good, the sand wasn't too soft, and we didn't sink in and get stuck. Although I do have recovery equipment, I really didn't want to use it.
Wi-Fi.
Last time. Alright, so it's up to the wee 13.